My name is Juzer S Kothari. I'm working with Conserve Consultants. I've been working in the field of energy for the last 25 years, out of which the last 6 or 7 years I've spent a lot of time working on energy for buildings. I believe that glass serves two main functions for a building. One is that it brings in natural light, and the other is that it connects the occupants of the building to the views outside. These are the two main principles of glass, and any designer should use glass with these two principles in mind. If a building or if glass meets these two principles for a particular building, then I think it's done its work. Traditionally, glass is used mainly for buildings and to make it attractive, and also to serve the two purposes which I mentioned. We have been doing many buildings and we've used glass for many of the buildings. But I thought one of the unique places that we used glass very judiciously was working on a pharma project, an SEZ in Gujarat. This is for a company called Torrent Pharma, and we worked with architect Mr. Aniket Bhagwat for this particular project. Traditionally, a pharmaceutical building doesn't have too much of glass. It's got a lot of wall. We said that we would like to have these two principles very much for the occupants of the factory. One is that it should bring in natural light, and the other is that it should improve the productivity of the people by connecting them with the outdoors. So we used glass very judiciously for this particular building, and the results have been pretty good. Earlier, in earlier days, I'm just saying, say around 5 years back, when an architect used to design a building, he had no clue about what the glass is going to do for that building. Today, we can easily predict what a glass is going to do for that particular space. We can find out how much amount of lighting, natural light, the glass will bring into that area. What is the sort of glare factors that we are going to be dealing with? What is the sort of view factors that we'll be dealing with? Now, all these are software tools and very readily available. So if one uses all these tools, then one is able to really optimize the use of glass to the extent that it is required, for natural light as well as for views, and then close the design based on that. When we look at glass, what happened? Traditionally, we started off with a single glass, and we started off with a brick wall. Now, if you compare a brick wall and a single glass, the difference in the performance between a brick wall and a single glass, I would say, is maybe on the U value side, on the thermal conductivity and conductivity side, is almost 1:3, which means if a certain amount of heat is being conducted in a wall, 3 times that heat would be conducted in a single glass. So to improve that and to bring it equal to a wall, the glass manufacturers improve the U values of the glass and the properties of that, and we have high performance glass. High performance glass, the U values are equivalent to that of a wall. So I think we've achieved a lot by having high performance glass, which is equivalent to the U values of ordinary wall. Glass contributes very much to making a building energy efficient and green. The first contribution is brings in natural light, so you don't have to use artificial light. That's a huge contribution. I am of the opinion that when you have so much amount of light outside, it's criminal to use artificial light inside a particular building, and you can't take that light from outside to inside. So glass gives you the natural light which one should use in any building. Number 2, glass improves the productivity of people. And by seeing outside, by connecting a person connecting with the outdoors, his productivity improves, and these measures have been proven beyond doubt. So these two are the main aspects of a use of glass in a building. So you first save on energy by not using artificial light, and the second is that you improve productivity of people. So there is no substitute for glass for these two areas.